Friends, 1009 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. In southern war zone in Zaporozhye, fight is on in Rivnopil Novodarivka line, while in Rimivka salient, Russian army has approached eastern outskirts of Velyaka Novosilka. In east on Kurakhov-Pokrovsk sector, in Pokrovsk sector, Russian army captured most of Lysovka, while Petrivka was fully captured. Towards Kurakhov, Russians have fully captured Berestki in north and is preparing for Stary Turny. In southern part of Kurakhov sector, Russian army is carrying out offensive operation on Romanovka Konstantinopilsky line. As far as Kurakhov city is concerned, Russians have gained almost 500 in depth on a 2-kilometer wide front. In Toretsk, Ukrainian troops are hanging on two mines, namely Central and Toretskaya, and stopping Russian army's advance in central city. Russians have advanced on left bank of Toretsk 250 meters in Nelipivka area, while in southern flank they advanced 500 meters deep on 2-kilometer front. Chasov Yar, Russians are in final stage of full-fledged control over the city and they are storming on almost all the fronts. Within the city, they have reached fireproof plant. Seversk sector, no changes. Northeast Ukraine, that is Kupiansk, Swato, Crimea directions. By and large, positional battle continuing. Here, Russians have adopted precise surgical incursions in small groups, leading into Ukrainians' defense lines, which could be risky as well, or being totally eliminated. However, so far they have succeeded in creating small bridgeheads. North of Kharkov, that is Slobozansky direction, no changes. Kursk also quite heavy positional battle as well as exchange of firepower continuing. Heavy interdiction missions continuing. Russians hit targets in Kiev, Odisha, Lutsk using even missiles, while Ukrainians carried out massive drone attacks on Crimea, Bryansk, Belgorod. Palestine, Lebanon, Israel. As far as ceasefire, which started 5 a.m. yesterday, IDF fired several lines in southern Lebanon. However, the peace treaty exists. Thousands of Lebanese have started returning back home, even though there are stern warnings. During the present war, IDF lost more than 130 soldiers and 78 tanks and 500 various kind of UAVs. Lebanese were able to hold their position along Litani River and thus denied Israelis their strategic goal. Lebanese are celebrating this peace treaty as their victory, while Israeli citizens watching all these videos are confused. Hamas, in the meantime, congratulated Hezbollah and thanked them for the support. In the meantime, UK's The Economist has published that Ukrainian losses were close to 60 to 100,000 and 400 were seriously wounded who can't return back to the war zones. In Syria, militants, rebels, Islamist or Al-Qaeda groups have started attack on western part of Aleppo after they received reinforcements, and government forces seem to be unable to stop them, have captured several dozens of towns, villages and Syrian army bases. Lastly, ICC warrant has been issued against Myanmar's general. Lastly, Putin's visit in Kazakhstan while meeting its President Tokayev seems to be very fruitful, where he has agreed on many various issues. And that's all for the day, friends. See you tomorrow. Thank you.